Hello folks, Shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another awesome video. Well, it's been 2 weeks, but it was worth the wait. That's right, it's time once again for me to read to you the latest chapter of One Piece. After 2 weeks, we're diving right back into the story. Now, last time, we found out that the samurai that the inhabitants of Zou said weren't there and nearly got their entire country wiped out. The samurai known as RAIZOU was not only in the country, but the entire inhabitants risked everything to protect this guy. So who the hell is RAIZOU? So that's what we're about to find out as we read chapter 817, RAIZOU of the Mist. Cover art is something special, as it is the first promotional cover for the next One Piece film, One Piece Gold. So it looks to be something connected to a casino, and it just looks amazing. Yep, and according to this, the film, let's see, it is the grand global unveiling of One Piece film Gold, written by Eiichiro Oda himself. So this is the main visual poster for it, and it looks pretty good. Awesome. Now let's go. So anyway, our first scene cuts to the ship of Jack the Drought and his pirate crew. It's like, what do you lot think? Do I look dead? So apparently he's still alive, even after the reports of his death were exaggerated. So but he still looks pretty fucked up, and they're like, and his crew is like, no, I've never seen you look more lively, Captain Jack. So we cut back to the Claw City of Zou. My deepest, and Kuniman is like, my deepest apologies to you all. Allow me to once again inform you of who I am. And he reveals a symbol on his back of a bird with a cross shape on it. And everyone, and apparently that's the minks immediately recognize it as the symbol of the family crest of the Kozuki family. According to the translator's notes, this was written as the Kugetsu family. Not sure why that changed. So, of course, Luffy's wondering what the Kozuki is. And Frankie is saying that he didn't ever imagine that they'd actually know each other. Usopp chimes in, I figured that they just get into a full-on brawl with the minks. And Robin's, of course, looking at the bright side. It's not like it wasn't a good reason for them not to tell us. It's true. And Nami says, just now I heard them saying that Neku and Inu both have crests as well, so I bet their bonds run deeper than we could have ever thought. And Kuriman said, "It's truly a sight for you are truly a sight for sore eyes, Inu Rashi and Neku Mamushi. I am pleasantly surprised that you're both still alive. To think you were here." And Inu says that death will not take us easily. We knew that if we kept those words from that day in mind and waited. And Neku chimes in, yes, we knew our paths would cross again. And even though they just talk nicely to each other, they're immediately going back to fighting each other. It's like, freaks your catnip, you mind? Cootie might have an important matter to discuss. Talking with you just would give him brain cramps. I'm sparing him that awful fate. They're fighting, and everyone's telling him to calm down, and they're just still going at it. And Momoshiro is telling them to stop bickering. And he's asking them why they were such fast friends, why they're at each other's throats. And he said he doesn't want them to. He won't allow them to squabble anymore. Even so, more the reason for you to quit your. Even so, if the reason for your squabbling is father, if he saw how you two were behaving, father would be deeply saddened. And of course, the both of them have been shamed into silence. And Luffy and the others are wondering why Momoshiro would call RAIZOU father. And the two dukes are bowing their heads to him in humblest apologies, and they were saying they were most embarrassed. And the other Minks are like, wow, for them to both bow their heads to this kid, it must mean. And it looks like Kunimon says that he is indeed Lord Momonosuke in every sense of the word. And of course, it's just another deception. Please forgive us for deceiving you for all this while. In truth, Lord Momonosuke and I are not father and son. Makes sense. The child you see before you is the heir to the great daimyo of the Kurai of the Wano Kingdom, Lord Odin Kurosuke, Lord Momonosuke Kurosuke. Ah! And it says that right there, Wano Kingdom daimyo of Kuri, heir. So he's the next daimyo. So the son there, and all the Minks were of course surprised and asking him for forgiveness. Frankie's like, he doesn't understand what the hell is going on. He doesn't understand if he's a big shot or something. Keep in mind that Wano country seems to follow the old Japanese feudal system tradition, and the rest of the world knows very little about Wano country. And Robin says, considering these two got these two as retainers, it's safe to say that he's a very influential lord. And Kunimon continues, at any rate, for all of us, including Inurashi and Nekomamushi, he is our lord and master. However, if his true identity were to be discovered during our travels, our enemies would likely increase. Thus, we pretended to be father and son. We trusted you all, however, the timing was never right for us to reveal it. So that's a pretty good idea. I mean, they were messing around with Doflamingo. If he found out that kid was the son of the future lord of was the son of a daimyo, it would have made things a lot harder. Luffy comments that asking if they really aren't father and son, and Brooks says they sure look alike. Momo is like he is the son of a daimyo, and they're still not convinced that the two of them really aren't father and son. They do act similar, and Luffy doesn't give a crap. He's like, whatever. And Momo's like, I do not appreciate your uppity tone, and he gets up in his face. This is me caring. Big whoop. So you're some hotshot lord or something. Doesn't mean we just have to start acting different around you, dummy. This is how Luffy is. He doesn't really care who you are. He'll just act away whatever he acts around you. And him and Momo get into a fight. You're afraid of ice and you're a coward. A warrior does not show fear. Stop your slandering. Of course, everybody tries to break him up. Kunimon is like, here they go again. He did save our lives, but and Kanjuro's like, a pirate knows not to defer to deference to authority. Leave him be. And he buries himself in Nami's ample bosom. Oh, Nami, Luffy is such a horrible person, and she of course comforts him, and he is just a little bastard. And Kunimon is like, get away from her, Lord Momonosuke, you little deviant. And she continues to just run him into her bruise, like she of course she says, Momo, my dear, if your daddy's a lord, that must mean he must have treasure in his castle. And Usopp and Zoro telling her to hit the brakes. Of course she's going to try to get some money out of it. And Neko's like, it's not been more than a few months. I guess these guys' exuberance will liven up the place a tad. Oh, and what's this? A truce, cat. If we continue on like this, we'll just cause Lord Momonosuke to suffer more. For the sake of our Lord, we will keep things civil, but that won't change how I feel. And so a miracle happens as these two bickering bastards finally decide to call a truce. The rulers of night and day have finally made up. So this is the power of the Kozuki clan. Wow. One little kid ends all this fighting. That's awesome. And the minks celebrate. We cut to the Guardian Residential District, and they say it's time to climb the well. If you learn the proper way to ascend the vines, you can go all the way up to the top. So apparently that's where RAIZOU is. Leading the way, Neko is leading the way with Chopper and Luffy riding on riding on his back, particularly Chopper in his hair. Kunemon is carrying Momonosuke, who can't make the climb, and they keep talking about the ninja, whatever this is. So, the closer we get up the well, the more I can hear this loud voice. So, the closer we get up the well, the more I can hear this loud voice. Do you think he knows Haki? Anyway, there was another who was much the same. He and Momo and Kunemon comments that he is really like his father. And the two dukes say that there was another who was much the same, and ID, I remember him too. So they arrive at the entrance. It's something of a hidden door, and they're climbing up some stairs. And Nami says that she thinks she can hear someone screaming. And they've arrived. And finally, and Luffy's like, ninja, ninja. Whoa. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Wano Kingdom's ninja, RAIZOU of the Mist. Wow. Look at him, and he's chained up to something that looks like a phonograph. Whoa. Now that's interesting. Why didn't you hand me over to the enemy? The ones who are bringing me all the food here are heavily wounded. I heard this country is now safe. Is that true? If you've been lying, I won't let you off easily. Whoa. He really looks... Wow, this guy looks pretty beefy for a ninja. Alright. Alright. Back to reading. And he is really huge. And everyone is shocked. All the Straw Hats are... Luffy, Chopper, Usopp, and Frankie, who were expecting a ninja, pretty much expecting a skinny ninja, are surprised at how damn big he is. And he's like, who goes there? And the samurai reveal themselves. Oh, Kunemon, Kanjuro, Lord Momonosuke, I'm glad to see you're all unharmed. And of course Robin peeks up because of what I noticed earlier. Is that the crest of the Kozuki clan? And it's written just above the ponograph. Okay, for those of you who don't know why this is so important, the ponographs or poneglyphs are special, like hieroglyphics almost, that only a scant few people in the entire world can read, Robin being most of them. This is key to her dream of finding out what happened in the Void Century. It's an era of time in the world history where there was nothing. No information, no historical texts, nothing. It's as if that century was cut out of the history books. And we've only seen this a handful of times. Once in during the Alabasta arc, just beneath the city of Alabarna. Again in Skypiea, a third time in Fishman Island, and now here. So Robin, this is special significance for Robin, as she has been looking for these and trying to piece together what's happening in the Void Century. The only ones who have probably have any idea of what happened is Silver's Rayleigh, who mentioned he did discover something about that, and that Gold Roger could read and write in this language. But anyway, enough of this detour. So that stone, I've never seen a color that red. And the Dukes say it's a poneglyph, of course, and that crest has been there for hundreds of years. And they've heard about Nico Robin. It's said that those of O'Hara could read those letters. And she asks why is it red. Apparently this one is different for some purpose. Can you read it? And she asks if she say yes, and if they allow her to read it. And the others are like, staring at RAIZOU like, do I have something on my face? Why are you staring at me so intently? And Luffy asks, are you really a ninja? And Kanjuro introduces the Straw Hat Pirates. And the others are like, could you hurry up and fire some shuriken at us? Yeah, go stand up under a waterfall. Show us some ninja arts. Some earth release jutsu. Now, fire release is just so much better. No, water release is so much better. It shouldn't be quoting Naruto. And he asks, why would pirates want to see that? And Frankie says, it's got nothing to do with us being pirates. All men are obsessed with ninjas. and RAIZOU's just making them this. And RAIZOU is making them blush. And, oh my God! Even Law and Zoro get into the act. Usopp's saying, "Have you ever gone out with a kunoichi?" Female ninja. Teach yourself how to jump higher using a growing piece of bamboo. Law's like, a display of clone jutsu would be nice. Zoro's like hiding in the ceiling and getting pierced by a spear. And Chopper's like, take out a scroll and say nin nin. He tells him to stay silent and quit imagining other shit on him. Ninjas do not say nin nin. The ninja you have in your head are but a fantasy. Fuck you. Usopp's like, you call yourself a ninja? Look at yourself. I know, the Konochi won't even look my way. He's like, just leave me be. Then he explains, listen up, ninja above all are silent, inconspicuous, and strong of heart. One who spend their lives in the shadows would never show his talents to the... And the others are getting pouty, and ninjutsu's not some sideshow. Eddie finally decides he finally throws some smoke and says, ninja art, smoke release jutsu, and vanishes. And he creates clones of himself and to entertain him. Law is a bit weirded out. If you ask if I'm a really ninja, he starts throwing around some shuriken. And the others are like, holy crap! And of course he does the typical pose. RAIZOU of the Mist. In the flesh. And the others are like, RAIZOU is our god now. Well, he certainly is a lot cooler than some other ninja that I'm not getting involved with. So yeah, that was One Piece. 2 weeks. Finally get some good stuff. So, what have we learned? We've learned that, of course, that Kunimon and Momonosuke are not father and son, that Kunimon is in fact the heir to an entire kingdom, being the son of a daimyo, and that his words and influence was so great it caused these two dukes who have been at each other's throats for God knows how long to stop fighting. We also learned that we also see RAIZOU, the man who nearly got the country wiped out, that they were trying to protect, is a ninja, and that he's something of a fool. And we see what he's going on about. And we get some nice little jabs at Naruto and how much it sucks now. Yeah, take it. But yeah, that's my video. What you see? Link, comment, subscribe below. Got any questions, comments, or just want to talk about how this awesome chapter of One Piece and if it fulfilled? Leave below, I'll get back to you. You already know how to support the channel, so I'm not going to say anything. Below,
you know what to do. As well, if you want to hit me up on Twitter, hashtag Captain Luffy. So, till next time, it's been Shintigercurl, that dude with the straw hat, saying good day, and ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja.